How to stay more alert while driving long distances. And this is actually a problem sometimes when people are drinking lots of coffee. And guess what happens if you drink lots of coffee while we're driving long distances? You have to find a rest stop more often. So that's a problem, right? You don't have to worry about that, Miss Feather the cat. But what I do a lot of times if I'm driving long distances, yeah, I might take some of the coffee or whatever, but what I do is I take a washcloth like this and I put it in water. Now you can just wet the washcloth, and just depending on if you're just driving 5 hours or something, and you know it'll hold enough water. But it's best if you take a little container with like a lid that you can put on it, keep the water from spilling around, put a few ice cubes in it, and if you rub this all over your face or even in the back of your neck or something, it'll wake you up. You'll feel way more alert, especially around your eyes. When you're starting to feel drowsy, you'll just automatically just wake up. It's a simple little stupid tip that even if you're not that tired, you'll be more alert. And often I'll take this in a car, and say you go to a rest stop, and say you've been driving for 8 hours, and it's been a long time of driving, and you go to a rest stop, you can replenish this water. Maybe you won't have the ice anymore, but you can go ahead and fill it up with brand new cool water, rinse out the washcloth with some soap, clean it up, because you can use the washcloth to freshen up with, even on your arms with some soap when at the rest stop, and hands, and clean up, and you'll feel way better. Another thing I do is I usually take one of these little cheapo disposable razor blades I keep in the car. Now this only works for males, of course, but when your whiskers start, I have a clean shaven face, but say your growth is starting to come in on your face. When you use when you wet your face a lot of times with the water, it softens up everything for shaving, and when you shave, you'll feel a lot more alert. So I know you're not supposed to do it, but I've driven for 20-something hours straight already using this method. Typically, you're only supposed to drive for a max of 8 hours, but I've actually felt pretty alert by doing this method. And if I didn't do this method, I would have never made it. There was times when I even drove cross country where I'd drive for 20 hours, and then I would sleep for 3 or 4 hours at a rest stop, and continue on. But I was using this method, and it's good method not just for ultra distance driving, because you're not really supposed to drive that long, but say you're just driving for 3 or 4 hours. This can make you feel a lot more alert and refreshed, and it's such a simple thing. You know why it's not. Maybe some people know about this, but they don't do it because they don't think about doing it. They don't think, even when they're doing their early morning commute to work, which might be an hour or an hour and a half, and you had your coffee, you're still not quite awake yet. This can actually make you much more alert and a lot safer driver. People do know about this, but then again, most people don't do it because they know about it, then they forget about it. They don't actually do it in practice. Very few people actually do this in practice. What they'll do is they'll go to a rest stop, they get something to drink, and then when you get something to drink, I'll wind up having, where's the rest stop again, because I have to go to the bathroom. What I typically do is I'll take this, and actually your body gets somewhat hydrated through your skin by using the washcloth. What I'll also do is I'll take the vitamin C cough drops. The vitamin C cough drops, and that'll keep me from getting too thirsty, because if you drink a lot of coffee to try to stay awake during a trip, you're going to be stopping every freaking hour go pee or something. So this is a better alternative to take the washcloth. It's best to put some ice in there and stuff. You can also, if you actually take a lot of ice with you in an ice bucket, an insulated container, what you could do is take the ice cube one at a time and put it in your mouth and just let it melt in your mouth, and that'll keep you awake. It's more complicated though than just taking a washcloth. Actually, you don't see people do this. People know it, but they don't do it. This could be great even for an hour or 2 hour commute where you're saying, well, I got to drive somewhere and I feel kind of tired. take this along with you. You'll be a much safer driver. And it's a tip that is probably not pushed out there that much because there's no financial incentive for people to do this. I mean, it's not like a special niche product. You know, it's just a washcloth and water. It's not a special niche product that, oh, we're going to freaking keep you more alert for driving because you buy our special product. There's nothing involved. It's sort of like a lot of things out there that people don't do, like just taking maybe some basic good vitamins as a supplement to give themselves optimal health. It's not, well, it's a little bit of a financial push for doing that, but you know, a lot of simple things out there are not financially benefiting the person that's putting it out there much at all, if at all, and it has a lot of benefit to do. So this is one of those simple tips like that. And by the way, if you're somebody on my channel, all three of my cats are fine. That's Onyx over there to the little kitten on the top. Always hangs around Mama. And Paws and Dixie are fine. They're all doing fine still. So anyway, I figured I'd post this because it's just a simple dumb thing that people just don't do. They know about it, they don't do it. But it works like a freaking miracle to keep you more alert. Even when you're not that sleepy, you'll be far more alert taking this washcloth and just rub it on your face. And like I said, I like to do is use the shaver. You know, of course, if you're female, you're not going to do that. But you know, it wakes me up, and I'll feel great. And then when I go to rest stop, you know, use the washcloth with soap. Wash the washcloth out really good. You know, wash your arms and stuff, whatever, and you'll feel really good because you're all clean and all this kind of stuff. And you know, continue then fill this up again, clean all the washcloth out, and continue on. Works better than coffee, actually, to me, in my opinion. Especially when your eyes start getting a little sleepy and you're like, ooh, I'm feeling tired, I can't keep my eyes awake. Put that on around your eyes, put it on the back of your neck. Oh God, you'll feel great.